Hey everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome along to episode 16 of the Mighty Magyars. So as you will know, we are at the World Cup currently. We've played our first two group games and we go into a crucial last game against Japan today. You can see from the table, we've still got all to play for. Brazil have won their first two games, including a very convincing 4-0 victory against us. They sit on 6 points from their two games, but the rest of us can hardly be split at all. So Brazil are playing Senegal today. If Brazil beat Senegal, Senegal pretty much are guaranteed to be out. Japan and Hungary playing each other, obviously, today. If we beat Japan, we will leapfrog both of them. So that's what I'm hoping for. One little bit of news I wanted to bring you before we get into the game. Hungary were previously the World Cup biggest win holders, if that's a thing, having beaten El Salvador in 1982 10-1, but Denmark have just eclipsed that record. They have beaten Qatar 12-0. Qatar have had a fairly torrid time. They lost 7-1 to Chile. I think they lost their other game 4-0, and now they've been beaten 12-0 by Denmark. So, you know, at least we're not going to be the worst team in the tournament, that's for sure. Let's go and see how we're setting up for the Japan game. We're going with our more positive 4-3-3 again today. I think that's important for us to go and try and win this game. A couple of changes to the team. So Hangya and Onovo come back in after their little fitness issues in the last game. We have made a change up top. Sabot Schön has done nothing in the first two games. So we're going to put Shaloi back up there, and we brought in Tamash Kish on the left-hand side. Let's get into the game. And so here it is, the crunch game. Hungary versus Japan. Hopefully we'll be getting a much better performance than we had against the Brazil game. I think that was probably partly down to me, though. I had gone back into that more cautious formation, and I think we were just a bit too passive against them. Although saying that, had we gone more attacking, there's every chance it could have been a lot more. Oh my goodness me, what a terrible mistake at the back. Oh, fortunately not punished. What an awful attempted header that was. It's been pretty even up to now. Nego launches in a fairly long throw. Here's Soboslai. We've not seen a great deal of him in the tournament so far. Let's hope for a performance out of him today. Adam Norge knocking it around quite nicely without much forward movement though. Back to Kitchkesh. Out wide to Nego. He's in acres of space. Can he get a cross in? He can. And there is Shaloi. And that's his second goal of the tournament. The decision to move him up front and replace Sabot Schön has been vindicated. I'm a tactical genius. 1-0 in the 11th minute of the game. That's exactly the start we needed. So let's keep the pressure on them. As you can see, that's moved us up to second in the group now. Brazil and Senegal are still drawing. I would quite happily see... Oh, Senegal have taken the lead against Brazil. Did you see that? How is that even possible? Okay, Nego here. Another ball in. There's Kleinheisler, and he finishes. So that's 2-0. And we are now relying on Brazil to do us a favour. All they need to do is beat Senegal. So, good throw in from Nego. Ball comes back to him. Again, he gets in. A low cross. Kleinheisler. Plenty of time to pick his spot and finishes well. Kick-off highlight now, though. Can we get in and pinch this ball from Japan? We don't really want to concede again straight from the kick-off here. Good. Kleinheisler on the ball. Attacking down the right. Good pace shown. Well, he's lost the ball, though. Can he win it back? No. Looks like an attack building here for Japan instead. I don't like these long highlights. They often come with a goal at the end of them. He's offside, isn't he? Oh, great save nonetheless. I'm sure he must have been offside then. He looked a mile off, didn't he? Horikawa with a ball in. Orban clears. Hopefully this is going to be end of highlight. It is. Okay, so half an hour gone. We're 2 up. Senegal still beating Brazil. Come on, Brazil. Pull your fingers out, will you? Oh, they pull one back and then Senegal score straight again afterwards. Goodness me. What is going on in that game? Brazil put the reserves out or something because they were through. I suppose that's possible. Orban, don't get sent off, son. Good challenge, Nodge. Here's Soboslai with some space to run into. Can we see him affect this game? What a great run. And, oh, almost finishes. The shot lost a little bit of venom, but still brought a good save even out of the Japanese keeper. And we by far had the best of this first half, but what is going on with Brazil? Come on. We can't win this and then not go through because Senegal have beaten Brazil. Right, into the dressing room. I think we're pretty happy. We'll just tell them keep it up. No additional pressure on them at this point. We've got a couple of yellow cards. Hungary is not looking in the greatest condition either, so that's something to... Oh, we conceded. No, it's offside, is it? Yeah, so Hungary, I think we might make a change with him in a minute. Oh, they're checking the goal review. It's disallowed. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, because Hungary's condition is not great, and he has a yellow card already. Goodness me, that's only just off, isn't it? It was a good save initially from Gulaci, but follow-up was tucked in. Luckily, he was offside right in the first place. Nego injured again. Goodness me, what's wrong with him now? A damaged foot this time. Right. Changes. Nego off. Beshe on. Hangya off. Kadar on. We are going to go a little bit more defensive. We'll play him as a defensive wing back there. And on this side, I think we'll do something very kind of similar. Defensive wing back. We don't want people bombing on too much. Hour gone. We're doing our part. Could do with a score update from the Brazil game. We do have one more change we can make if we want to. Anybody getting really tired? Kish out on the left is struggling. Maybe we'll look to replace him. Let's give young Shaloy a few minutes. Hopefully this isn't the way we're going to bow out of the World Cup. I think overall, having got that draw against Senegal and beaten Japan... Oh, hang on! Brazil have equalised. Look at that! Is that going to be the way it finishes? Casemiro in the 83rd minute. We've done our part. We've beaten Japan convincingly 2-0. But have Brazil done us a favour? Let's go and find out. So here's the great news. Senegal 2, Brazil 2 was the final score. They held on for those last few minutes. So Senegal finish up with 3 draws. They're unbeaten in the tournament, but go home. Japan finished with 1 point. We finished on 4 and finished in second place behind Brazil. We are through to the next round. I wonder who we're going to get. Well, my excitement about making the second round of the World Cup has soon come to an end. We have been drawn against Spain in the next round, so that's a real toughie. Let's go and see how we set up for it. Well, we're only here once, so we are going to take our more offensive game to Spain and see if we can upset the apple cart a little bit. A few changes in the lineup today. So, left back Kadar comes in. Unfortunately, we have a suspension for Sylvester Hangya. He picked up 2 yellows in the group stage. Beshe comes in at right back. Loic Nego is out and probably out for the whole tournament, to be honest, even if we get past this game. Saloy here, the other centre-half option, and can play left back, also out injured, only for a few days, so there's a chance if we get past Spain, he might be fit for the next round. So it's a bit of a, the back four is okay, a bit makeshift in the full-back areas. They're not our first choice, but we got nothing on the bench if there's any problems with them. Only Adam Long. So midfield, Kalmar comes in today. Onovo again, not in the greatest match condition, so Nodge drops back into that deeper role. Kalmar comes in. And on the left-hand side, Tamas Kish, also not in great condition, so we've brought Shaloy in on that side. Let's see how we get on. And here we are, further than we expected to get in this tournament. Unlikely to go much further. Obviously, this Spain side are a very, very strong outfit. You can see here a whole host of familiar names in their lineup. And they've already scored. The 6th minute, a bit of a pinball around in our 6-yard box after a corner. We didn't clear it, and unfortunately, Spain have taken the lead. Good save again by Gulaci. Unfortunately, no one there to pick up on the loose ball. 1-0 Spain. I think this tournament has given me a lot of hope for how we're going to be going forwards. obviously we got that European Championship qualifying coming up. Belgium are going to be a tough assignment, although they got knocked out in this round of the World Cup already by the USA of all people. That's outside the box. Do not give that as a penalty. That had better only be a free kick. So yeah, so maybe Belgium, you know, maybe they're a team where their powers are not quite what they were. Who knows? I think there have been very few other shocks in the tournament as such, so no penalty, a correct decision. Most of the big boys have navigated their second round ties pretty comfortably. Spain, I imagine, hoping they do exactly the same today. And making fairly easy work of it so far. Oh, goodness me, what kind of goals are we conceding? I wouldn't mind if we were conceding, like, intricate passing goals or worldies from 25 yards. But these are the kind of goals that, you know, that I want us to be scoring. I mean, what's happened there? Oh, my goodness me. Okay. We are really up against it now, then. We've actually had more possession than they have, which is odd. What's going on? All the highlights are just crazy. Like Keystone Cop stuff. Okay. Can we build something here ourselves? Here's Bescher. Into Nodge. Bescher up the line. There's Kleinheisler. Oh, he's injured. Cosmic. So Kalmar doing the pressing because Kleinheisler's clearly not fit enough to do it. I think we're going to have to take him off by the looks of it. So there's Roberto on the right there. There's Oyarzabal. This is the kind of football I was expecting Spain to be playing. Knocking the ball around nicely. Get a challenge in, but don't foul him. Gulaci picks up the ball there. And I think we are going to... Oh, no, we'll get this corner out of the way first. Cleared off the line. Right. Kleinheisler does need to come off. He's clearly injured. So we can't bring Chobot on because he's knackered himself. So I think we will probably bring... Let's bring Sabot Schön on. He can do a job out there. See if he can give us a bit of a performance that he didn't in the first two games when he was playing as a striker. Not much to report in these last few minutes of the half. So we're getting into half-time, 2-0 down. Could have been worse. So, what are we going to tell the boys here? Let's go with a bit of that, shall we? What can we do? Point the finger. Wasn't good enough. Show them what you're about in the second half. Absolutely no reaction whatsoever. Who knows? With my pigeon Hungarian, I probably told them something completely different. I probably told them the pig is in the swimming pool or something like that, rather than show me something else. Spain here with the ball. Almost right from the kickoff. Don't concede straight away. It's a good challenge at the back, but Spain through. There's Fati. It's 3-0. And I don't see us coming back from this, do you? I thought maybe if we had sort of held on to about the 70-minute mark, something along that lines, at 2-0 down, there was a chance to lump a, Nikolic up front or something like that and pinch a goal or two, but I think from 3-0 down, that's too much of an ask. But maybe we'll do it anyway. Kalmar's not having the greatest game of his career. Soboslai really hasn't shown up in this tournament either, has he? If it goes to 4, we're going for a 4-4-2. Corner here. Willie Orban is a yellow card away. Well, I don't think that really matters right now, does it? We're going out, so who cares? Oh, Sergio Ramos. He's on a yellow card. Go on, celebrate too much so you get sent off. Go on. No? Okay. Set piece goal again. I mean, Ramos is good from corners. We all know that, but we ought to be able to defend a little bit better against him. So let's give the old man a little run out, shall we, here? We are going to come into our tactics. Nodge is going to move up into that role. We are going to go Kalmar off. Nikolic on. He's going to play as a poacher. I think we'll drop him back down. Let's go with a deep line forward. Let's not get too fancy. Come on, it's Hungarian football. Goodness me. Can't be playing trequartistas in Hungarian football. Let's see if we can at least get one back. A bit of respectability on the scoreline. Oh, I think I accidentally took off Sobosloy then. Clicked the wrong button. Oh well, it didn't make a lot of difference. Unfortunately, the World Cup campaign ends. We've done better than I expected to, but it ends in a heavy defeat to Spain, 4-0. As you can see here, the World Cup final was contested between the Netherlands and Portugal. Portugal coming out on top. They have won the World Cup. But Cristiano Ronaldo scored the winner in the final, ended up as top goal scorer in the tournament, which, considering he's 37 years of age, is no mean feat. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with how we did to get through that group stage when we were the lowest ranked team in the group. Was pretty good, I think. The win against Japan, obviously a highlight. The draw against Senegal in the first game, I think, was good too. Just a shame we couldn't take our decent form through against Spain in the next round. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the episode, I hope you drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about it, or the series as a whole so far, I'd love to see them below too. Of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. There's a lot more to come out of this Hungary save, and of course the Greeno tour continues unabated, running alongside it. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more action with Hungary. Hajrá Magyarok! Viszlát!